Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to another video. First, I would like to say happy 4th of July to those in the U.S. and to those that are not in the U.S. Happy day to you all the same. So, today we are going to try to do something crazy, as you can see. I found these snazzy little things at my local Target. And they are on Amazon. I put them in my shop if anybody's interested in them. But what they are used for, believe it or not, they're called bear paws. And they are used to shred pork, to shred meat. They're pretty sharp. So anyway, I think they can also double as some nice protection going to your car late at night. I mean, come on. Nobody's going to mess with you if you got these on. Anyway, so I thought it would be fun to pull some paint with these and see what kind of design we get. So because it is the 4th of July, I'm going to attempt to make a piece of art that represents the American flag. Now, I've never done this before, so hopefully my idea will work. If not, we have fun all the same. So before I get started, I just wanted to say thank you to all of you that wished me a happy birthday. I had a really great day. My birthday was July 4th or July 1st. I'm sorry. I don't even know what day I'm born. And I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you to all of you that reached out to me for that, or for my sick kitty who is now home and feeling better. I thank you for the donations that have come in. I'm going to do a video on that. And most importantly, I thank you for watching my videos and using my Amazon links. They help tremendously, and I am totally grateful. And you are going to see just how grateful I am in the next couple of videos. I am going to release the information on my 50,000 subscriber giveaway. So please subscribe if you haven't already, because you're not going to want to miss that. I am really, really pumped, and I'm really looking forward to giving back a little bit. If it wasn't for you, there would be no me. There would be no YouTube artist. That there would be, but it wouldn't be the same. This is because of you, and I am grateful for my viewers, and I will always give back. So I thank you. So let's get on with the show, shall we? So I have a bunch of red, white, and blue here. And what I'm going to do first with the pencil, now I'm going to have to do this facing me so I can see what I'm doing, so it'll be upside down to you. But what I want to do before I do anything is I want to mark off an area where the blue is going to be, because I want to design the stripes first and then do this last. So it's a 14 by 18 canvas. So I'm not going to go too big with this area. And it doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of a guide so that I know what I'm doing. Okay? That may be a little bit, we'll go a little bit bigger than that. Okay? So that area I'm going to leave alone for now. The colors I'm working with, I'm going to show you really quick. I have a mixture of primary elements and regular acrylic paint colors. I like to use these Golden brand paints because, first of all, they're better quality. They have more pigment in them. Secondly, even though they're more pricey, I only have to use like 4 drops of this paint because it's fluid and more pigmented. Versus, let me put it to you this way. If you're doing a regular acrylic pour with more paint than what I'm using, you usually use, 1 part paints, 2 part Floetrol. But if you're using a tube paint, you're using probably a quarter of your tube in one painting. So these here, you get a lot more for your money, in my opinion. So I'm using all fluid golden colors, Pyrrole Red. Then I used Pyrrole Red with a few drops of quinacridone crimson to make a darker version of it. And then I have a color from Primary Elements, and this is one of my favorite colors of all time. This one is called Carmen. Now turn the flash on so you can get a really good shot of it. It is just this hot red with a gold shift to it. I absolutely love it. Then again, I say that about all the colors from Colourarte. They're just fantastic. So this is just the Pyro Red, and then this is the Pyro Red with the crimson just to make it a little bit darker. So then we move on to the blues. So for my blues, I have, again, golden, Prussian blue. I have ultramarine blue. I have bright aqua green, which I love this. I know there's no green in the American flag, but combined with these two blues, I think it'll balance it out, give it a little highlight to the colors, we'll say. So that's that one. And then Primary Elements. This one is called Majestic Blue. Okay. How are my paints mixed? Oh, hold on. I have this idea for the reds. I'm also going to put in an interference. Now I'm doing it opposite. So for the reds, you're going to see me use interference blue, also by Colourarte. You won't be able to see it until it's mixed in with the darker colors. And then for the blues, I'm going to use interference red, so that when you move the painting around, the blue is going to get a shift of a reddish to it. And then when you shift it, the painting around, the red will get a blue shift to it. So I thought that would be really cool if it works out. So what I'm planning on doing here is I'm going to clean up the mess first. I'm going to come back. I'm already going to have my white paint on the canvas, and I will explain the colors or what they're mixed with as we go. But I'll already have the white paint all over the canvas except for this area. Okay, so I have my white paint done. You know, I think it's important for me to say that a lot of these things that I do, like testing things out like this, I don't know how it's going to turn out. It's the first time me trying it, and it's all about exploration and what works. And the same thing goes for when it comes to acrylic pouring. I can tell you a million times how to mix your paints, but unless you fail and alter your recipes on how you do things, you'll never learn. You need to go through that process. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to start with the red, obviously. I'm going to put down my red in pattern here, and then I'm going to swipe out each area. So here is the mixture of the two reds. I'm going to put a little bit of that first. I gotta be mindful that these stripes cannot be too wide, so I gotta kind of take it easy here. Here is the Carmen. Go right over the top of that. Now, right over the top of that, I'm going to use the interference blue. And that's not the interference blue. I want this flag to have kind of a worn look to it, so I thought maybe swiping would be a good thing to do. I don't know. Maybe we'll fail. Maybe this is not even wide enough and I need to go a little bit wider. And then this is the Pyro Red, if that's even how you pronounce it. But we have to start up at the top, so that's where we're starting. I'm going to take a piece of paper, plastic paper. I think this is Yupo. And I'm going to dip it into my white Amsterdam paint that's been mixed with American Floetrol. I will put the recipe down below. Now see, my stripe is not even wide enough up here for this piece of paper, but I'm still going to do it anyway. Oh, that interference blue is showing up. I love it. And that's all we're going to do. We're going to do just red stripes. So now I'm going to, again, the same order, but I'm going to skip it, leaving some white in between. So I'll go right here. Interference blue. And red. Okay, let's take this over here. Let me move these out of the way before we have an accident. Now the bear claw, or bear paw, I should say, is going to come in handy when it's time to do the blue part. That's where I'm going to be using that. So just a little bit of the white with the Floetrol, and then swipe. Just like that. That interference blue, I'm so happy I thought to do that. And also another thing I'm going to do, so I don't contaminate my white paint, because I'm using the same swiper, I'm just going to put some in here. Just leave in there what I think I'll need, because I don't want to contaminate that, and then it'll be no bueno. All right, so what I'll do is I'll pause you, I'll put all the stripes down, and then I'll come back and swipe. But this blue is driving me nuts. I love it. Alrighty, got my stripes down, ready to swipe. Beautiful. Just take your time. I always feel like I have to rush when I'm filming because I don't want people to zone out. But it's important for you to take your time. I just absolutely love this so far. It's very hard to please me, believe it or not. We are our own worst critics, that is for sure. Okay, come on. So it definitely has that worn look that I'm looking for. The little tiny mini baby cells are giving it that effect, which is awesome. Now, if I don't mess it up with the blue, we'll be good to go. Okay, I like that. I do like that. I'm going to just try to lightly pull out these ends that really didn't connect. Probably shouldn't tempt fate too much, right? Oh, okay. So now in the blue area, what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer my paints in there. Let's do the ultramarine blue first. And I'm kind of just gonna pour it in there just randomly until that area is all full. So we have that. Let's do the light aqua blue. I'm going to do an outline of the square with that. Okay. I want to get as much filled in here as I can, because before I use those claws on there, I have to kind of fill it in first. So I'm going to just take my popsicle stick and kind of shush it around until it's all filled in. I'm not worrying about the colors mixing together or the sides at this point. I will take care of those when I'm done with the painting. I just want to fill in these holes. So I'll pause you. I'll continue to fill that in as I'm doing right now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so next is going to, on top of that is going to be the interference red. The majestic blue. Okay, and then the Prussian blue. Don't want to put too much because I don't want it to start flowing into areas where it shouldn't be. So just drizzling it here. Okay, so first I'm going to take my bear claw and I'm going to see if they do anything at all. Because for a painting like this, it may not make sense to use them. But let's just see. I'm just trying to mix the colors with them a little bit. And I feel like, you know, unless I wanted to go like this, they're really not adding much benefit to this paint right now. Yeah. So, you know, I mean, if you wanted to, like I said, go the lines are just too fine for what I want to do. So I'm going to stop before I mess up the whole thing. We'll do another video with these. And what I am going to do is I'm going to get my blow gun. Nope, airbrush. Jesus. Blow gun. And I'm going to take some of this paint here and blow it out into this direction. So it looks like the blue is kind of flowing in. To the striped area, if that makes sense. Need it to go over the stripes. And I think I may put a little bit of that white in here to help it out. Let's see, where is it? Thinking to myself, do I want to do that? Yeah, I like that. Just have to be careful in the direction. I want it all flowing this way. So here, let's do this first. Let's do the center. Let's blow it around a little bit just to mix those colors up. And then I'll be able to tell whether or not I want to use that white in here also. Now, normally a flag has stars in it. I don't know if I'm going that route yet. We shall see. Shall see where it takes me. I'm just kind of mixing them right now to get rid of those lines that I created. Okay. So now I'm going to come in with the white again. Right here. Okay. Need some more over here. That I like. Yes, yes, yes. Trying to cover up, or not cover up, mix in that interference red, so you're not seeing so much white. All right, let's try this last thing now for some stars. Let's take one little drip. Start up from high. Go down slowly. And what it will do is make little tiny clusters. Now I have to wait for it to sink back in. Okay, little tiny dot. You can also use a straw if you want to make them a little bit smaller. You know, I may just leave it like that I may do a couple more of these. I'll put you on pause and then we'll see how it looks. Okay, so you know what? It's a representation of a flag, and I, for one, love it. I'm going to take just a skewer and pull out some little flowing bits here, like so, and we are going to call it finished. I think that the little specks of white kind of add stars to it, and I think it's really pretty. It looks like it's flowing, and that's what I wanted, a flowing flag. So I'm going to give you a close-up. And thank you again for watching. If you're looking for supplies, a lot of the supplies I use are in my Amazon shop. For example, the Golden brand paint that I use, that is in there. I don't have every color in there, but the brand is in there, and that will help you get where you need to get to look at something like that. And I'm going to stop now because now I'm starting to mess things up. I got to just fix this area here. Okay. Now let me give you a close-up. I love it. I can't wait to resin it. Cannot wait. Okay, here we go. So I'll just fix the sides. I'll put some paint on them, and see that red showing up in there now? That's exactly what I wanted. To get a nice flow to it. All the sparkle too. Absolutely love, love, love. And then here's the blue that is lacing through the stripes. Which is going to look really, really pretty with resin on. So my friends, I want to thank you for watching again. And be on the lookout for that giveaway video. I'll hop on screen and say hi and tell you what I'm going to be doing. And if you're interested in this or any other pieces of art, you can email me, artbytammy@yahoo.com, or go to my Etsy shop, which is in the description with all the other links for products that you need, like Colourarte, Primary Elements, or their resin colors. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you again for all of your support. God bless America. Happy pouring.